Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. Two teams enter, one team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Returner choosing to field this one. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So Washington's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Well, here we go. The energy in this building is absolutely amazing, Kirk. We are just 60 minutes away from crowning a new national champion in college football.
And think about it, as a player, this is really what you dream about. This is what you work towards, having an opportunity to get to the national championship. Both these teams have worked hard. Now they're here. Let's see how it plays out. Boy, a wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Here's the second down play. Looking to throw. It's Rodgers. Makes a quick catch. And he's tackled after the catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. Enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Quick completion to the tight end. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the 3rd down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
Boy, this guy is running hard today, right? I mean, you think about some of the backs that Washington's had. This guy's trying to say, hey, fellas, let me be added to that list of guys like Greg Lewis and Napoleon Kaufman and Chris Polk and Bishop Sankey and Myles Gaston.
And the Huskies look to keep this drive moving. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Important second down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Hard running there, breaking tackles. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Washington getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Tailback takes the handoff again. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Looking to pass, it's Rodgers. Quick throw to the left side. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Defensive coordinator dials up man-to-man coverage, puts the free safety in center field. This is where his instincts have got to take over, and they do here. He reads the quarterback's eyes, leads him to the football, and he does a nice job of knocking it away.
Shotgun formation here on third down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they stop him? At the 30 now. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
Boy, this is why I love this defense so much. So opportunistic. We've seen it all year, and now we see it right here. Big interception. They set their offense up in great field position here on their first possession.
The offense now has great field position to start the drive. He'll hand it off. And that run produces a decent gain. Mississippi State in the red zone now. Got it again. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Well, I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Can he make it to the marker? Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They're going to run it. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Washington offense heads back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Boy, a really good ball here by this quarterback to be able to pick up this first down. And this guy is living up to the legacy of what Washington quarterback play has been for a number of years, going way back to Warren Moon and Mark Brunell, and more recently with Jake Browning, and of course the last couple years with Michael Penix.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught quickly. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. Yeah, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
Getting set. Here's second down. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for the wide out. He's got it for a big gain. An explosive play moves the ball across midfield and spot it at the 38.
Passing efficiency is almost always higher off of play action. And you see why right here. The fake froze the defender for a second, and then the quarterback was able to zip it to the open player.
The Huskies hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Receiver in motion now. Looking to throw it again. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
That receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Offense will keep it on the ground here.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Washington now operating in the red zone. They call the counter play here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always played defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So on 4th down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. Right down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Mississippi State offense is back out there now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
A completion sets up a 2nd down play. Takes the toss and heads left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? And that one's picked off. What a play. Tackle after a short return to the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. Settled for 3 last time. No doubt they're looking for the end zone in this possession. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. That's caught. It's Moore. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Back to pass. It's Rodgers. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Huskies. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kirk.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good, so the score is 10-7 now. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And here comes the Mississippi State offense back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Offense in hurry-up mode. Play action here on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. Tackle is finally made, but not before a big gain. They'll spot it at the 24.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
Mississippi State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. It's Shapen. Tries the right with a quick throw. And he's got it. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10.
I think the defense got fooled here. They thought that receiver was going to go deep downfield. He ends up curling back to the inside for a nice gain.
The offense knocking on the door here with a 1st and goal. They'll run it from the gun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it, because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
2nd down and goal upcoming. That's a design quarterback keeper. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Look at the blazing speed for that quarterback. If you're a defense trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. We saw that exactly on this score right here.
Now the all-important extra point. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Good job by this Washington offense to be able to execute there and pick up this first down. And this back is starting to really show what he's all about, that combination of speed and power, living up to that lofty standards that Washington running backs have.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Looking to pass, it's Rodgers. And the receivers got it. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Pass caught, second down now. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Looking for a deep completion. And the deep shot falls incomplete, but wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. Some hand fighting at the point of the catch that costs the receiver. It's offensive pass interference. Second down, we're going to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. They bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Looking for his big tight end. He makes the grab. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, and you've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Oh, there's the stiff arm. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Rodgers. Snags a quick throw. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. So it's Mississippi State on top so far. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. All right, let's get back to the action. Getting closer to finding out who will be celebrating here tonight. Makes a quick grab. Brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Catch made on the left side. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Great conversion here for this Washington offense and another first down. And I tell you, this guy's living up to the expectations of a Washington quarterback. They've had some great play out of that position over the years.
1st and 10 play coming up. On the ground, it's Coleman. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
Becoming a long drive, the 9th play coming up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Third and very long. Can they make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions this drive? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And they will try out the field goal team here. This will be about a 53-yard attempt. Let's see if he can get it there. And that one's straight down the middle.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
Come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Mississippi State offense is back out there now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
You know, a lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
One play moves the ball to the 44, and it'll be first down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Running it. He'll take a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And there's the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Interesting call here by the defense in their dime set with 6 defensive backs. Instead of manning up and applying pressure on the receivers, they sit back, make it tougher on the quarterback, make him have to read their zone coverage. He gets confused and allows the defensive line to get to the quarterback.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Washington offense retakes the field here. The last drive produced 3 points thanks to an excellent long-range field goal. First down, looking to throw the ball. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Second down play coming up for this offense. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. There's a screen pass to the running back. And they're finally able to stop him. A great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Chris, it's the consistency of his back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
To throw, it's Rodgers. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 2. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
How about that, Chris? Third down and 2. They get just enough. I thought they might bring the sticks out to measure. It was so close. But they're going to give them the first down. That's just trusting your back to get the yards you need for the first down.
This Washington offense is moving quickly down the field. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? They're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Short connection to the tight end here. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this first half.
The offense now looking at a third and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And the game just good enough for a first down.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
It's 3rd and 4. So far, they're 2 for 2 on third down this possession. Scanning the field. It's Rodgers. And that catch is hauled in. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. Good job there finding the back in that angle route. The timing was perfect there.
Yeah, effective third down play to be able to move the chains. I really like the cut there on the route by the running back, getting across the middle of the field. And like you said, the quarterback does a nice job of getting the ball out of his hands quickly to give the back a chance to not only catch the ball, but get the yards for the first down.
Looking for some space. It's Coleman.
The defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's an out route. The catch made. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
So that huge gain quickly sets up a first and goal just inside the 10. The back's got it. Powerful running into the secondary. And he's finally tackled out the 2-yard line.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. A run to the left, trying to find Pater. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
See if they can convert the point after. The extra point makes the lead 6. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out. It's Pittman. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Mississippi State offense back out on the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Finds room at the 30. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option, he has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
So quickly, all the way up to the 36, and it's first down. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
No huddle now for the offense. And the quarterback keeps it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I like what the offense coordinator is trying to do here to try to keep the defense off balance by mixing up his play calling. But hey, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. They're not fooled at all on this play. Nice tackle for a loss here against the option.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. To the air. It's Shapen. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now.
Now, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he can get the yards after the catch, enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
And here comes the punter onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. The fair catch is made, but there is a flag down, so let's sort this one out.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense gets a second chance at points here after that special teams roughing penalty. And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that previous play. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
On a wide receiver screen, with a corner that tight, you've got to do a good job of blocking him or screening him. Nobody there, and a quick reaction by the corner allows him to make a nice play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
This Mississippi State offense is quickly moving down the field. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. Mississippi State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Back to pass. It's Shapen. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking to chuck it again. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Usually you'd like to run the football this close to the goal line. But if you're going to throw it, I'd get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker so you don't have a risk of taking the sack.
This will be a challenge now. Second and goal, back at the 13. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Intercepted in the end zone.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
And the Washington offense heads back out onto the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. Sure hands. It's Jackson. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Back to throw. It's Rodgers. Going for his running back. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. And then is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line, the eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. If you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk, fellas. Hard to believe we're only one half away from crowning a national champion.
First play of the second half is a handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. Quarterback keeps the football. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
I love the toughness of this quarterback to be able to pick up some good yards like this, to move the chains, keep this drive alive. His team will feed off of his energy when he makes plays like this.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
The offense going with the hurry up. Looking to throw. It's Shapen. And it's caught. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
This Mississippi State offense is quickly moving down the field. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that and just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. He hands it to the back. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
On first down, it's play action. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. On the run, it's Pittman. He's swarmed by the defense. And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running able to get downfield for the first down.
Mississippi State getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The offense threatening now. 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
Defense looking for a stop on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive and you're this close inside the 3-yard line, you've got to come away here with a touchdown.
And it's good.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Dropping back, it's Rodgers. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
3rd down upcoming after that completion. From the shotgun, drops back. Let's take a deep shot here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they come out firing here to start this 2nd half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
And the Huskies will line up to kick it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Mississippi State offense is back out there now. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. They're going to run it here. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Now it's second down here. And now the running back's got it again. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. Looking to flip the field here. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points. Build the lead right here. Looking for a gap. It's Pullman. Second down play coming up. Handed off for a draw. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
First down here for this offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, this is the risk you take when you run this play. Sometimes it works, sometimes it backfires. And this time it backfires on the offense by going backwards for a tackle for a loss.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. Here's the handoff. They'll tackle him at the 27.
This defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. To the air, it's Rodgers. Bringing pressure. Has no one to throw to there on 3rd down. And now it's a 4th down coming up.
Well, he just threw it away here, Chris, and it's not the worst decision. You wish he'd find a guy open to give him a chance for this offense to convert, but at least they have some room now to work if they want to bring the punter out.
The Huskies will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And here comes the Mississippi State offense back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Ball carrier in space now. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down. That run picks up first down yardage. A fresh set of downs for this offense. Ball handed off. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
The quarterback keeps it on the option. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
When the linebackers and really the quarterback of the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. Just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He's looking deep here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. The tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, this is what you would call a 3-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Applying for the touchdown on the right side. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
So they get closer, but now they line up on 3rd and goal from the 1. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They will claim the 2nd half lead.
A little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
And now the try here for the extra point. Extra point makes the lead 4. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Washington offense retakes the field here. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. It's a quick grab. Brought down, but broke a tackle. Produced a solid gain there.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. Ball handed off. Makes a nice move there. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. Man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards here on 1st and 10.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Nice grab. It's Jackson. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
That completion sets up a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. What a job to lay out and make the catch. So it's Mississippi State on top so far, Kurt. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. Before the final period, let's check out the game stats. And here we go. It all comes down to this. Everything to play for. One quarter to decide who will win the national championship. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
The middle linebacker is the quarterback of the defense. This time, the coordinator decides to blitz him, and it works. Good job by bringing him and getting to the quarterback.
Those big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Rodgers. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stopped short of the first down.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the fourth quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush and give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and the receiver just not quite on the same page there on that third down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
So on fourth down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And that is no good. And it's still a 4-point margin after the miss.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
And the Mississippi State offense is back out there now. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? The game's 9, so it's 2nd and 1. Here comes the up-tempo offense. They're going to run the option. The back's got to run the pitch. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Sack sets up 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Shapen. And they've got him again. That ferocious pass rush. Back-to-back sacks.
Well, another sack. You know, as the offensive coordinator, you're ahead in this game. Maybe you should change the game plan to help your quarterback a bit. This pass rush has gotten home way too many times, and you should focus more on preserving the lead.
So 2 losses in a row puts him in a tough spot, 3rd and very long. Offense looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. Lets it go as he's being hit. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. The punt team making their way on the field. And we'll see what he can do on the return. The returner is brought down. Gets a starter in the next drive. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Receiver makes the grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Here's the second down play. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Third down coming up after that running play. Dropping back, it's Rodgers. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Tackled at the 33, that's good enough for a first down.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
This Washington offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw yet again. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. This one is broken up, falls incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Important second down play coming up. And he drops back in the gun. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Taking a shot here. The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? Past the 50. The 30. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Wow, what a play. A defensive score.
Chris, I think the quarterback gets fooled here. He might have thought it was man-to-man coverage. I thought he might go to the outside. He comes back to the middle, and that linebacker's playing zone, reading the quarterback's eyes, steps in front of that throw, and takes it to the house for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. game. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Washington offense heads back out on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive. A pick six. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second sack in this game.
Tough position here. 2nd and long from the 14. Scanning the field. It's Rodgers. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm.
The line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Defense is coming after him. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Now, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Fair catch made at the 35. And here comes the Mississippi State offense back out on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Brought down to crosses midfield to the 46.
They're still trusting this quarterback to make great throws, and why not? He has had a game you dream about in the national championship. Every throw right on the money. He's had time to make great throws, and he is delivered to be, in my opinion, the MVP of the national title.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. So 2nd down after the incompletion. And now the handoff.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. And now they'll run it on the draw. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another 1st down.
Chris, this back has had a great day. They're winning the football game. I just looked at my stats. This guy's at 99 yards on the day. You can tell how badly he wants to cross the 100-yard threshold. He's been superb today.
This Mississippi State offense is quickly moving down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. Extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 during the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
A completion makes it 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Rodgers. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. That's good for a 1st down near the 40.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Washington getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw again. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll take a deep shot here. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And the pass is batted down, broken up on 4th down. What a play. 1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? An inside give now from the shotgun.
That's a great way to start this drive after taking over in really good field position, working with the lead. Chance here for a knockout punch.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Caught quickly. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Snags the quick throw.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here.
When it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
First and goal, handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning. And this offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. 2nd and goal for the offense. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. They finally corral him at the 1.
Another positive gain by this back. I tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that 2nd level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
See what they can do here. 3rd down and goal from the 1. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And the beatdown continues. This back cannot be stopped. He is writing his own chapter in championship game history here tonight.
Chris, can you think of a time where we've seen a back have this kind of dominating performance in a national championship game? I mean, it's been some time. This guy's running hard. Just so much fun to watch.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. He'll return it from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Huskies' offense is back out on the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
The offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving his quarterback opportunities.
Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. All of that nullified because of the penalty. Offense missing out a big opportunity. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Dropping back, it's Rodgers. Fires it to the wideout. And the ball caroms into the receiver's hands. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. Third down play for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Boy, third down and short. They decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit. Doesn't work out. Now you're at fourth and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And the offense will take a timeout with exactly 24 seconds remaining.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Looking to throw. It's Rodgers. This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Can't find anybody on 3rd down, throws it away, and now 4th down coming up.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. We have a national champion.